with you, we're Roger's News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, so there's a Spring Fever Series Qualifier number 7, and Double J is going to be battling against Ricardo, and while Takens and Navi, sorry, still battling. Sparky is waiting for the winner of this match. Alright, so let's go and check out the bracket. Alright. This is the Spring Fever. Alright. Double J and Ricardo and Sparky have been going quite far. I can tell you that part in this tournament. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. And alright, turn 1, Double J and Ricardo Pokemon. I think Ricardo's going to switch out Tyranitar because, you know, Machamp could be a little bit of a threat. And I think Vaporeon might switch as well because Metagross is T-Punch. Unless Vaporeon has a surprise move for Metagross, which is pretty unlikely. Alright, so I think Tyranitar is going to switch out because, you know, Machamp. Well, Tyranitar could protect, but, you know, yeah. I kind of think that both Tyranitar and Vaporeon are going to switch. It's kind of risky for them to stay around. Unless Tyranitar wants to get rid of Metagross really, really badly, but, you know, I think it's kind of risky for Tyranitar to stay around. Because what happens if Metagross has a successful Meteor Mash, or if Machamp is gonna put in a giant fighting type move, like, I don't know, like Superpower or something, or do a giant fighting move. Alright, so Vaporeon's gonna switch, Metagross is gonna do a Meteor Mash. I kind of figured that the Machamp is gonna do the Superpower there, just to knock out Tyranitar. And I'm kind of thinking that Metagross is going to do it. Well, Metagross could do an Earthquake and Machamp could do a Protect, but it's very unlikely. Machamp could do a not Thunder Punch, sorry. It could do a Thunder Punch, but I think more than likely it's probably going to do a Superpower on that Vaporeon. Vaporeon is a really good helping hand user. Also, it's really good in the Rain Dance department, and it's really good, and the reason why I say it's really good in the Rain Dance department is because of the water absorbability it has when Kingdra uses Surf, but also Vaporeon's a really good cleric, so, you know, Heal Bell, Wish, Protect, Toxic, you name it. Well, Toxic, I guess that'd be a good qualifier when you go against the wall, but other than that, you know, Vaporeon seems to have it all covered here. Alright, so Metagross is going to switch into Salamence, which is going to intimidate the Vaporeon, which won't really make much of a difference. And Salamence, sorry, not Salamence, sorry, Metagross is going to have Clear Body, so there you go. Alright, so Meteor Mash. Ricardo did the first knockout there. That wasn't very smart to do a Surf and not protect. That's not really smart on Vape's behalf. Metagross needs a lot of health, and what happens if that Salamence is a mixed Salamence? What happens if that Salamence runs a what happens if that Salamence is a rash nature and it runs Flamethrower? Metagross would pretty much be doomed at that point. I kind of think that Double J's, Metagross is going to do Earthquake, and I think Salamence is probably going to do Dragon Claw on the Vaporeon. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm seeing an incoming Dragon Claw Earthquake on Double J's behalf. Now on Ricardo's behalf, I think he's kind of sweating here a little bit. Alright, so Metagross is going to switch back into Tyranitar. I'm going to see an Earthquake, right? Alright, or Orb Attack, alright. I knew somebody was going to do an Earthquake, but I didn't know who. I thought Metagross had the Earthquake, but turns out that Salamence wanted to do that. Alright, so the only two Pokemon that are not being affected by the Sandstorm are Metagross and Tyranitar. Alright, so there's the incoming Protect. Alright, and the Earthquake. Cancer Cure. Alright. Brick Break. That's good. At least Metagross protected it. Or not Metagross, sorry, yes. Tyranitar protected itself. That's good. Because Vape's Surf would have done a lot of damage to Tyranitar. Alright, so I'm kind of thinking that Vape's is going to protect itself. Alright, there's the Earthquake. That Tyranitar is out for the count. Well, considering the fact that Double J doesn't have his Machamp, I think that Tyranitar was his priority to knock out. Alright, so I'm going to assume that the Ricardo has a Rain team set up, right? No? Okay, well, I was going to suggest Ludicolo or Kingdra, considering the fact that Vape is around. Vape could surprise everybody and do an Ice Beam. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you know, since there's a lot of dragons, I wouldn't be surprised if Vape runs Ice Beam. If it doesn't, then okay, that's kind of expected. I think that Vape is an OU Vape, which means that it doesn't have Ice Beam. If it's a doubles Vape, then it should have Surf and Ice Beam on it. Alright, so there's the protection. Alright. I'm kind of thinking that this Vape is probably an OU Vape and not a doubles Vape, which means it doesn't have Ice Beam. Usually doubles Vapes have Ice Beam on them. There's the Match Punch and the Earthquake and the Dragon Claw, which is going to prove fatal for Vaporeon. Double J has knocked out an important wall on Ricardo's behalf, and not only that, but also time is working against him. He only has 2 more Pokemon left. Let's see what it is. Well, well, I mean, 2 more unknown Pokemon, sorry. Um, so, I'm kind of thinking that Hitmontop is going to do a Protect here. And I think that Metagross is probably going to do... Uh, I guess, yeah, and I guess Double J kind of saw the Earthquake coming. Blissey. That's not going to be easy to knock out. Alright, so there's the Earthquake. Salamence is trying its best to knock out Hitmontop and Metagross. Hitmontop is going to switch into Porygon 2, which means that Ricardo has revealed all his Pokemon a little bit late in the game here. Not really late, but, you know, showing everybody is not really necessary at this point. Porygon 2 is poisoned, and I think that Ricardo, if I were him, he should have Heal Bell on not Heal Bell, sorry, Aromathy on Blissey. I mean, I think it should also have Wish as well, but you know, but for the sake of Porygon 2, I think that Aromathy would be of assistance. Alright, so the protection here. Alright, Brick Break is going to prove fatal for Porygon 2. Salamence is going to knock out because of Life Ball recoil. Alright, so Blissey is going to do a soft boil. Let's see. This match is getting pretty intense, and I'm kind of thinking that this match is leaning a little bit towards Double J, but I don't want to make any radical conclusions yet. But the match is slightly favoring Double J at the moment. The good news is that good news for Ricardo is that Jolt and Gengar look like they're both specially built, which means that Blissey can withstand some attacks. Bad news is that now Metagross is going to be cornered, and that's not really so good, especially when you don't know when, especially if you don't know Double J's last Pokemon that he has available. Or not available, sorry, the last Pokemon that he hasn't revealed. This is going to be a little bit dangerous. And I'm kind of thinking that Blissey might have Protect and Metagross could do Earthquake, but it's too early. Ooh, whoa, that knocked out. Ooh. Wow. Alright, so Blissey is going to hit the Jolt rather than the Gengar. Oh, look at that! This is the Frozen Switch. Man, that doesn't happen. In fact, that rarely ever happens. Actually, like, you know, like Blissey, like when Blissey Ice Beams something, it freezes. Pokemon 1 freezes, and then all of a sudden Pokemon 1 defrosts. But then Blissey does an Ice Beam on Pokemon 2, and then Pokemon 2 freezes, and then Pokemon. Oh, look at that! It freezes again. Wow. Blissey really needs Aromathy at this point. Yeah, that was a rare occurrence. There's a 10% chance of freezing, so unless it's Blissey's Serene Grace, if it is, you know, I mean, it's still pretty rare. I don't know the percentiles in my head, but you know, it's still kind of rare. All right, so Double J has beaten Ricardo Pokemon. All right, in progress. So let's see, how's this match doing? so far, X-Sparky is favored over Navi. Because, you know, Manectric could have Flamethrower, Pterodactyl could have Double Edge here. HP Rice is going to do Protect, and Blastoise is also going to do Protect. Aerodactyl is going to do Earthquake, improve Fatal for Metagross. Alright, so Sparky is in the lead here. Not too much in the lead, but, you know, I think that Blastoise is looking not too good. I'll just say that. Hariyama is at the yellow, which probably means that Aerodactyl could do a double edge, depending on if it's a choice band set or not. I'm kind of thinking that Arrow is a choice band, meaning that, you know, it's just probably going to do the same move over and over and over again. Or it could be Life Ball. Alright, so Manectric is probably going to do a Thunderbolt here. X-Sparky's probably thinking about what move to do. He probably knows the Pokemon that I don't know about. This Pokemon. He probably knows what that one is. Also, Navi might know what this Pokemon is too. I don't know. I only... We're a little late in the match here. So, Hitmontrump is going to Intimidate and lower down the attack of both Blastoise and Hariyama, while Manectric could do I thought Manectric was going to do like a Fake Out, but... Or not Fake Out, sorry, Thunderbolt on the Blastoise. Now, X-Sparky, I mean, both Pokemon are in the green, but Sparky should be kind of careful here, considering the fact that Navi has 3 and X-Sparky has 2. I mean, it's just kind of dangerous. Alright, so I'm going to say that probably Arrow is probably going to do a double edge on the Hariyama. Or double edge on the Blastoise. I don't know who's more threatening here. I would have to say probably Blastoise. Because Blastoise could be a wall, and Blastoise could do a Follow Me, which could be very fatal to X-Sparky. Hariyama is probably going to switch, and I think this would be a perfect opportunity for both Pokemon to attack. Oh, Blastoise is going to Protect, because Blastoise wants to do that Follow Me, but wow. The Rock Slide would have hit both Blastoise and Hariyama, so, you know, I think X-Sparky has the Follow Me Blastoise in mind. I'm kind of thinking that Arrow is Choice Banded Rock Slide, and I'm kind of thinking that Hitmontop is going to do... Ooh, Helping Hand, that's going to hurt. Whoa. This might be able to revive the match here for X-Sparky. Critical hit for Blastoise, and Blastoise is out for the count. Hariyama is going to do the Superpower, which means that it's going to have the attack stat and defense stat down by 1. Alright, so, sorry, -1, sorry. That's terminology for that. Alright, so the attack, so Arrow and Hitmontop's attack is going to go down by -1, if that really matters, because Hitmontop could just do a Helping Hand, and Arrow could do a Rock Slide. So, Hariyama is going to go out, and It all depends if Arcanine stays alive. Alright. Aerodactyl, or sorry, Arcanine stayed alive, and, wow. Arcanine, I mean, wow! Look at that! Whoa! Did you all see that? Did you all see that? The Life Ball determined the match. That was amazing. That's like explosion mechanics from Pokemon Stadium. I remember this. Like, you know, remember like as a novice back when I had my my Electrode, and you know, it was at the very last Pokemon, and then I was at the Elite Four, and Lorelei had her last Pokemon, and then I was like, hey, you know what? This Pokemon's at the red. Let me just explode, and bam! And then guess what? Lorelei won. I lost. I know. I was a noob then. But, you know, the Life Ball, though, the Life Ball did matter in the battle. And X-Sparky really did win on that. That was on a close shave. And now two of the most competitively minded people are going to duel each other. And there's other competitively minded people as well. You know, X-Sparky's the leader of MDVN, and Double J is one of the co-leaders of Lyle. So, with that being said, this should be an epic battle. Alright, on that note, I will be right back. Alright. Turn 1. Great! Man, I just need to get a little breath of fresh air here. So there's the protection. Boy, this is going to be a long match, folks. Meteor Mash. There's Thunderbolt. Blaziken has protected itself. Alright. Yeah, Blaziken has protected itself. I'm glad I have that yellow screen. Yeah. So there you go. There's the Thunderbolt. Ooh, Blaziken is going to go down for the first turn. Like I said, these are the team. Double J is the co-leader of Lyle, and Sparky is the leader of MDVN. So this is going to be an epic battle, folks. This is going to be an epic one. Alright, so Metagross. Alright, so CLAPTP. I don't know what this Metagross has. Assuming by Gengar and Metagross, it's probably going to either be Earthquake or Explosion. Either one of those are on the table. Thanks to Metagross and Jolteon there, I'm going to assume Earthquake, which then Double J is probably going to switch out of those two, unless he wants to take a little risk, or if he wants to protect to see what Metagross has. I mean, that's not a bad idea. But yeah, Metagross is not going to take that chance and is going to go into Gengar, which is going to blot out all of Metagross's chances of doing a Earthquake or Explosion. And I think that Double J probably is hoping for an Explosion, because Tyranitar kind of walls it a little bit. Alright, and there's the Hitmonchan, which is going to intimidate Gengar and Hitmontop. Alright. And Tyraniticles has his attack going down. Alright, the Meteor Mash is going to prove fatal for Tyranitar. Wow. Like as soon as X-Sparky had his Blaziken down, all of a sudden Double J's Tyranitar's down. Like I said, these two individuals are leaders of their respective teams, so this is going to be A hot match. Alright. So, there's Starmie. Starmie, I don't see Starmie too much in doubles, actually. I see Starmie a little bit more in the OU department, but I don't see Starmie in doubles for some reason. So, alright, Double J is going to play an unusual Starmie card. I'm probably going to say Starmie might do telling by Gengar there. I'm going to assume that the Gengar is going to try to attack Metagross, and Starmie's probably going to try to attack Hitmontop, or both of them could just gang up on Hitmontop and knock out Hitmontop. Because Hitmontop, for any you seasoned double players out there, you know, I'm sure you all know the threat of Hitmontop, because Hitmontop is a good helping hand in Pokemon. It's a good support. Alright, so Starmie is, at this point, so Jolt is probably going to do a Thunderbolt on the Metagross, and Starmie's probably going to do a Psychic on the Hitmontop. Hitmontop might do a helping hand with Metagross, and Metagross is going to try to do an Explosion. I don't know. Or Metagross could do an Earthquake and hope for a knockout from both Pokemon. Yeah, this is kind of a make it or break it moment for Metagross. All right, Metagross is just broken. All right, very well then. So the Psychic, I kind of knew that Double J had a Psychic. I kind of knew that. Sorry about that. So someone was honking a horn or something. Sorry about that. I apologize. All right. So horn aside, let's go ahead and see what's happening. So, all right. So it's an Aerodactyl here. Aerodactyl's probably going to do a Pursuit on the Starmie, and Jolteon is probably going to do a Thunderbolt on the Aerodactyl or on the Ludicolo, and Starmie's probably going to do well, I think Jolteon is probably going to do a Thunderbolt on the Aerodactyl, and for Starmie, I'm kind of thinking that Starmie could do, I guess it could do an I'm kind of thinking like it could do Psychic on the Ludicolo in hopes to lower its special defense. Oh. Tentacruel. Wait. I'm curious, from a double standpoint, why do people run Tentacruel in doubles? Yeah, I personally don't know. Maybe there might be something Tentacruel that I don't know about. You know, Tentacruel, if I had to guess, it's probably because of Ludicolo. But if you're scared of Ludicolo, then you should run a Sludge Bomb Gengar then, rather than a Tentacruel. That is just my preference. Because Gengar has Levitate ability for anyone who has a Metagross that could do an Earthquake, compared to Tentacruel, which doesn't have that luxurious Levitate ability, which means that Tentacruel is fair game for Earthquake. That's why I'm not going to prefer. That's why I'm not going to recommend Tentacruel in doubles unless the person has a really sneaky tactic that they want to run with Tentacruel that I'm not aware of. Alright. So, but the Liquid Ooze on the Giga Drain was really good, though. I am going to say that, though. Alright, so the Meteor Mash, Double J's making a comeback here. And Hitmontop is coming in the field, or Hitmontop. Hitmontop is going to intimidate Tentacruel, and Metagross has clear body, so it doesn't really affect Metagross. Alright, so I am going to say that the Hitmontop is probably going to do a Mach Punch on the Tentacruel. I mean, what's to lose at this point? What? I mean, Starmie is just not that effective, and plus it'll do some damage. I mean, what's so bad about that? Metagross doesn't have any real move it can do to knock out Hitmontop unless it's a mixed Psychic, but I don't even think a mixed Psychic Metagross is going to knock out Hitmontop. Hitmontop has some bulk on it. Let's just see here. So the Fake Out here, I knew it either had to be Fake Out or Mach Punch. I kind of knew it was either one of them. Ooh, Ludicolo's being quite sneaky here. Double J's in a little bit of trouble. Oh boy. I think he's pressing the panic button right now. Starmie better come for Double J's rescue. Starmie better target Hitmontop right now because, you know, Starmie, there you go. Oh, why? Double J, this is, that was a mistake. You should have targeted the Hitmontop, because if Hitmontop would have switched to the Gengar, then you would have done a lot more damage. Alright, so the Meteor match is going to, like I said, I'm not for targeting Hitmontop, for targeting Ludicolo. I'm more for targeting Hitmontop. Because Hitmontop's a bit more of a threat, because Hitmontop can do Helping Hand and could give a Double J run for his money. Alright, so Sparky is gonna, so the Mach Punch is gonna go in. Alright, Meteor Mash. This is a really close match, folks. This is a really close match. Alright, so it's all going to depend on who's faster here. Is it Starmie or is it Gengar? That just determined the match. Double J has won against Sparky. Congratulations, Double J. And for Sparky, that was a close match. That was a close call. You know, I was like on the edge of my seat there. Actually, I'm standing here, but you know, because you know the intensity is so much here. I mean, you have two leaders battling against each other, and that really did. That really did determine the match, the Gengar Starmie matchup. Yeah. Alright, so congratulations Double J for first place, Sparky for second place, and the honorable mentions for third and fourth place. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off.